Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Now, today is going to be a little bit of a off-topic, well, different topic to the last couple of videos I did. Now, first things first, I will say this. This is the new demo feature, where it like fades in and fades out. Caught me a little bit off guard when I actually started recording this this replay for purposes of this video. Like, all the highlights are actually fade in and fade out effects rather than fast forward to the next highlight. So, if you're wondering, that's why it's a little bit different. It's not actually me doing that, it's just that is the way the game now handles the replay system. Which is a good and a bad thing, depends, because it took me 2 attempts to record this properly with the effects properly fading in and out. Otherwise they would just sort of glitch in and out instead of fade. So that was that. Anyway, on to the actual topic of the video. Now, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a video on how I got into PC gaming, which is kind of another part on the myths of PC gaming, which I uploaded a little while ago. So, I'm going to get straight into this, otherwise I'm going to run out of time very quickly in this video, as it's not a particularly long match. I actually started playing games on the Nintendo 64 console. We used to have one of those, and we used to play it all the time. We even had a little add-on controller accessory. So my brother and I used to play games on that. Obviously there are a lot of 2D games playing on that. We had, one of our favourites was Submarines, it was called. It was like a submarine version of the game Battleships, which I'm pretty sure everybody should know by now. So that we played a lot on that. But we eventually sort of relegated it to the dust, and we actually gave it away in the end, I think to... I can't even remember, I think we just had to throw it out at one point and go give it away. And then the next console we owned after that was actually the PlayStation 2. We got that when it was new. Back in 2000 something, I can't remember. 2004 was it? I can't even remember. It's been a really long time since I played on that console. So that's what we played on. We played Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PS2. That was the main game that took up most of our time. We actually played on the PS2 and those particular games on the PS2 to about 2011 was when I finally stopped playing on the PS2, and I actually sold it to my friend, and he still owns that PS2 to this day. Back then, in 2009, 10, and 11, I had a low-end AMD-based PC, which was originally just for my general schoolwork on, but I later added a little bit of a better graphics card to the system and upgraded it from 2 to 4 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM at this moment in time, and the games I used to play was actually Minecraft. I used to play a lot of Minecraft on that computer, and that was the main game we played for, like, it must have been about a year and a half. And in 2013 I finished Brookfield, my secondary school, and I actually got a AMD FX 6100 PC bought for me from Novatech, which is a company local to me who builds and sells most types of PCs. At the time, it didn't come in with a graphics card or a hard drive. I added a hard drive and a graphics card in. And just to say, these smoke shots, by the way, the smokes actually weren't there for me in the game. They weren't rendered in. And that very Christmas of 2013, I got bought an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 650 1GB graphics card for my PC. And that went in there, and I played games on that for 6 months. Upgraded it to a 2GB version of that graphics card, which my dad won. Eventually, that graphics card actually died on me, and I replaced it with a 560 Ti, which is only going to be original placeholder, until I ended up running 560 Ti SLI. And then finally, last year, I bought... end of last year, beginning of this year, I bought myself my GTX 760 2GB, and that is where my PC currently sits in the graphics department. And I've also gone from the AMD 6100 to the i5 2500K. And since then, I've just been more and more interested in PCs, and I was originally brought into the PC world by my dad, who builds just general work computers for his friends, just doing general basic web browsing. And that's how I got into that's how I got my love of PCs, was through my dad, who ended up let me build different computers. My dad, helped me with my dad's, I helped with my granddad's. My dad's computer was built by me, because the previous PC I used to own. I built my own with him, I built my brother's with him, and eventually my peak of PCs just started growing and growing and growing to the point I wanted my own gaming PC. And that is what led to the 6-core AMD one being bought for me, and the graphics card being added at a later date. So that's where my love of PCs really came from. And when I discovered the games on PC, I really didn't want to go back to PC from console, or from PC to console again. So I did indeed go back and stay on the PC. and that is where I am today. I'm still gaming on PC after 2.5 years or so with a decent one. I've had my 6100 for like 2 years until I upgraded to this Intel one. So I've had a gaming PC for about a PC to play games on for 4 years. So I've played on the PC for 4 years, and I would say it's been the best experience for me and what I want to do. But nowadays, you can buy pre-built PCs which are plug and play, very similar to consoles. But that's how I got into PC gaming, guys. I thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be.